as a hyper-logical man, I will sit here and say that as unfair as the Matrix has been to me, in many ways, they could have been miles worse.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to sit here and say, considering I became the most Googled man on the planet, telling the truth and fighting against their narratives that they've been trying to enforce for a very long time. We said psyops are slow. They've been trying for a very long time to get men to a position where they're apathetic and don't want to be masculine anymore. I've come along and derailed to a degree a lot of their plans in a very short period of time. I've undone years of work in a few short months. I'm surprised I'm alive. I'm not going to lie to you right now. They could have got rid of me much easier. So they've actually been no headphones. They've actually been pretty soft on me considering what they could have done to me. But certainly they fear centralized power structures. And when I was in jail, I got a letter from somebody saying he was organizing a huge protest. I think it was in America. And he said he wants to put a huge protest together and he's already got 25,000 people who signed up, etc. And I said, no, don't do that because I feel like I'm already on the verge of becoming a national security threat. Once people start getting in together in huge groups and rioting in my name, I'm toast.
Oh, that's it.
It's over, bro.
Yeah.
Once you're a national security threat, I mean, to give you an example, my host nation, UK, hates me the most. Members of parliament stand up in parliament complaining about how the fact I'm still on the internet and they can't get rid of me and they passed the internet safety bill and I'm still there. And these are members of parliament, the most important people in the country and the most important building in the country talking about how I have to go. Once you're a national security threat, all bets are off. That's when you can get drone striked. That's when you can get assassinated. That's when you can get arrested without trial. That's when you get thrown in Belmarsh for 14 years or whatever, like some other guy. You just disappear when you're an NSA. So NST. So I don't want that to happen to me. So I just sit here and say, look, guys, agency, individualism, work hard, be yourself. I'll teach you the things I know. Yes, sure. But I know the limits of my movement and I know why they attacked me. And I think we talk about how it's not because I was influencing the youth to be masculine. It's masculinity they fear the most. I think that is a huge element of it. I would say that if I was teaching people how to make money and I was saying certain things, but I wasn't so strict and so large on the masculine contingent of the personality in regards to the fact you have to stand up and die for what you believe in, I don't think they would have seen me as such a threat. But I think they looked at me and thought, this guy is going to be hard to control. And I'll say it right here on this podcast. I've been offered to shut up.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
I've been offered to shut up.
Yeah.
And many people don't understand that this is how selling your soul works because I've tweeted before, if they ever kill me, the details on exactly how they ask me to sell my soul will be released. And that's true. But what they effectively do, I'll give you the very sanitized version. They come along with a sponsorship contract. And they come and say, look, we're going to pay you $50 million. Your official opinions are X, Y, and Z. You don't talk about this. You're going to wear these clothes and you're going to act this way. And you're going to laugh when they make certain jokes about this certain haram crap. And you're going to be this kind of little fruity idiot like all the liberals are. And you're going to get paid all this money. And if anyone asks you about these things, you're going to say this, this, and this. And we're going to protect you. And they don't say we're going to protect you. What they say is, don't worry. We have huge partners in the media. So we'll make sure that any story before it comes out, we can see it in advance and we can give our own reply. Basically saying, we'll make sure the media says good things about you. We'll pay you money and you're going to have this opinion. And that's how you sell your soul. And then you join the machine. And now I'm guessing, because I said no, I'm guessing that's the beginning of it, because then you get invited to the industry parties, right? If I would have sold my soul, I'd be at the Grammys.
Yeah.
I would have never got arrested. I'd be at the Grammys. I would have gone to an after party at the Grammys. Fucking Trevor Noah or whoever else would be doing something fucking haram in the corner with fuck knows who. I'd be in the same room. It'd be on camera. Boom. Then they got me blackmailed. I'm paranoid. I don't trust this stuff. I don't want to go near these people. I don't want to hang around with them. I don't do any of the weird shit they do. Every 5 minutes, a sex tape's coming out about some celebrity. Some dude, some fucking guy has his dick out every 5 minutes. Why would you do that if you're a celebrity? Unless it's all purposeful or it's set up or they want something on you. It's all a scam. So when I instantly refused, and I think that's what upset them the most, was my instant refusal. When I was offered this contract, and I'm not going to say who it's from because I don't want to die yet. And I said no. And they're like, oh, well, your lawyer, do you want to send it to your lawyer? No. I've just read that I need to have official opinions. The answer is no. It was only a few months after that I ended up in a jail cell. I knew what was going to happen. They looked at me and go, this is a big guy with a lot of influence. There's a lot of people who listen to him. Let's use him as a tool to purport the ideas we want the people to believe. He refused. All right, teach him a lesson. We gave the bad employee a written warning and he refused. Well, then what happens next? Something has to happen. And if you're at home thinking that you can become massively influential and not have the attention of these people or offers like that, then you're not very smart on how the world works. If you get big enough, they're going to come to you. Sir, I'm warning you. If you get big enough, they're going to come to you and they're going to offer you a whole bunch of money and you can take it and you'll be okay. Or you can stick to your principles and your morals and you'll suffer.
Yeah, they've asked me to, can you talk about this? Can you talk about this? We'll pay you this much, talk about this.
The world is mine. It's very difficult to argue that the world doesn't belong to Andrew Tate. I'm the most famous man on the planet, the most Googled individual alive. I had the largest, most successful television interview in history. You may as well rename the internet the Taternet. There's no web page you can go on that isn't mentioning me, because anything that happens without my name in it isn't interesting.